Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our first taste of Warbringer is now on the cards, and you may not be able to see it right now, but the still I got at the very beginning is literally a dude's hair and is literally going AWOL. If that's not a convincing start, I generally do not know what is. Now, for the uninitiated and for any newcomers, let me explain just a little bit about how we do the rules work around here. You've got to know the rules. For any new bands that we check out, anything like that at all, new acts, anything like that, what we do is we jump in head first. We don't do any sort of background checks. Straight up, in we go. Don't expect me to do any songs by Gary Glitter anytime soon, because we know exactly what he's like. Just saying. Or with that being said, Lost Prophets. Fuck them, in my opinion. Now, with that being said, let's hope for a better world, eh? Which, ironically, is exactly what we're in store for. So, ready? Let's go. Oh, and fucking go. Let's do it. Oh, I mean, dude, that's me right there. That is just the day. That is just my trailer thought right there. It is. If this song could be simplified, it would literally be. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You really don't know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. And that's it. That is absolutely what this is. A Better World is just break stuff, except slightly longer, but even more detailed. Holy shit, maybe this guy is me. I wish I could have hair as long as that. Holy! So with a sore neck and the sounds of what I could only best describe as internal screaming ringing in my ears, that was A Better World by Warbringer. Which, that's really, I do really, you know what? Credit where it's due. I cannot fault Warbringer for 1 second for this level of aggression. I really can't, because this is a guy who strikes me as being pissed off with the world for a very, very long time. And you know what? All he's been told is that he's got to suffer through it. And you know what? That is... Tell me if that's just what people have been saying to others for years. You know what? The world is a shithole, and you know what? You're expected to just sort of, I don't know, make do with it. And I don't really believe... I think that's a philosophy I really, really resent, because guess what? If you want things to get better, then it's not going to get better if you just sit around doing nothing. It's just simply not going to work like that. With that being said, however, at least it's a much healthier outlet to sort of unleash, if you will, your anger and frustration upon the world. I think that's far, far better in many, many ways, because guess what? If nothing else, you're letting people hear your frustration. You're letting people hear that you are just completely done with the world. And you know what? If you get that, once it's out of your system, is when you can start looking at get it off your chest, and then we can see where we can go from here. Which, you gotta admit, that's gotta be better than... Isn't that better than nothing at all? Seriously, think about it. But whilst we have time to think about it, I will leave all of you to think about it, and we will move on to our next little number. So, I hope all of you guys enjoyed A Better World by Warbringer, and I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. So take care, and bye-bye for now.